Hey there, Aries, and welcome to your week of June 28th, 2021 tarot reading. I'm about to hit you up with a general vibe card here, and then we're going to do a 4-card spread of past, present, future, as well as an outcome card. Oh, we got some flippers. But along with those past, present, future outcome cards, we're going to get some clarifiers for you. We just had some cards go flying there. We'll get them picked up though. And then just remember, Aries, these are general readings, so just take what resonates, leave the rest. Remember, tarot is a lot like a fart in a weird way, in that if you try to force it, it's probably poop. So, just keep that in mind, right? Don't try to make anything fit that doesn't, eh? So, we did just get a pop out for you. So let's see what that is, Aries. So for you, Aries, we have got the porcupine spirit. Time for beginner mind. What this would mean is time to have like a beginner's mindset, right? Or to think with a beginning in mind, right? Maybe this is like your thinking. I always hear, well, not always, but I've heard of the curse of knowledge, in that when you're very well versed in something, you're an expert at something, it's hard to explain sometimes. Something that seems so natural to you might seem very complicated to someone else, right? If you were to sit down and you're very well versed with tarot cards and try to explain that, oh, you're just putting out King of Swords energy or something to someone, and they know nothing about tarot, they're gonna be like, what the hell does that mean, right? Like, you have to remember, you know something that they don't, and if you just expect people to know the things that you don't, then you're gonna get disappointed. You're gonna think, oh, well, they're stupid, and it's not fair. That's not fair to them, right? And it could also be time for a beginning, right? Time for beginning, a beginner mind. Just could be time for like starting up something new as well. So we will keep those in mind as we go about the reading, Aries. But before we get your spread, remember, you can always leave a comment down below. Let me know where in your chart do you have Aries, right? And of course, you can always come back to these videos and leave a comment if it resonated throughout the week or not. Let me know. I always like to hear about that kind of stuff. Hopefully everything's going good. So let's see what we got for you, Aries. All right, so in your past, Aries, we have got the Judgment card. So the Judgment card is a card of you enacting judgment, right? You've made a decision and you're enacting it. Like, you're going through, you're committing to it, right? That's what Judgment is about. It can also be a card of things being revived. So maybe the beginner mindset that you have is like, maybe we need to begin again with something, some sort of project, some sort of job, something like that. It could be an ex coming back. I don't really see that. And even if it is, like, exes are exes for a reason in my mind, right? It's not necessarily a person, that you should be welcoming back. Or at least if they're making contact, don't be expecting to jump back in a relationship with them. Maybe they're just offering up an apology or something. But if they are doing that, just take the apology, see that they've grown, and just move on. Don't bring that person back into your life, right? They were put out for a reason, right? You got to remember that. It can be tempting to go back, especially if you have fond memories, but you can turn anything into a fond memory and forget about the bad stuff, especially if people are being like, I'm changed, right? Like, it's a thing to watch out for. So in your present, we got the 8 of Cups. So walking away from something. So like I was talking about, if this is an ex coming back, walking away from them, right? Maybe they're coming back and they're like, hey, I changed. I really want to get back together with you. But like I said, you've grown. You know that you deserve better, right? This is the 8 of Cups and you're walking away from that. So this person was like an 8 of Cups to you and you're walking away from them. So there's a 9 and a 10 to go to. And the 10 is, happily ever after, right? Your partner, kids, the white picket fence, the dog, the whole dream, everything, right? So this is you walking away from this person, I see here. And with a beginner mindset here, like I say, you're making the final judgment on something. Maybe you're just breaking up with this person. Like, maybe this isn't necessarily an ex coming back, but this is you walking away from a person, walking away from a relationship. And it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be you walking away from a job or walking away from a hobby or something and deciding that you want to begin something, right? That's the beginner mindset. You want to begin something new. You want to move on. You want to move on from this past. So I like that a lot. In your future, we got the 3 of Swords. 3 of Swords is about heartbreak. It could be this person broke your heart and that's why you're walking away from them. Maybe they cheated on you or something, or it could be a thing where like you're ready to settle down, but they're not, and that's unresolvable, right? Like we kind of came to an impasse recently. And this can also just be about you cutting out things that no longer serve you. And like we got with the Eight of Cups, you're walking away from something, right? So walking away from something that no longer serves you is what the Three of Swords will be saying. Is like cut that stuff out so you can get to that 9 and 10 of Cups. So you can have happily ever after. So that's really awesome. This is all leading for an outcome card for the Eight of Wands. Eight of Wands says that success is coming in quick, passion, desire, communication is coming in quick. Could be just quick success, as I say, or just quick communication as well for an overall outcome here. So it could be just a matter of you're cutting out this person, you're walking away from this job, you're walking away from this relationship, you're walking away from whatever, and this is leading to a quick new information about something you might want to start, something maybe you're passionate about, or a person you might be passionate about, or maybe just being passionate about like getting in touch with you again, like getting in touch with yourself. So that is what we got so far, Aries, but let us get some clarifiers for you here in just a second. But before we do, you can always, of course, leave a like down below, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and personalize that bell icon so you get notified when I upload the videos that you want to see. You can, of course, always share this video too with all the other Aries out there, or whoever you feel like. And, of course, check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos and see what might all be coming for you in the week ahead. Hopefully everything's going good over there too. So without further ado, let's see what we got for you. All right, so clarifying the Judgment card, if this card ever wants to get into my hand here, we got the Judgment card. So Judgment clarifying itself. That's you know, I don't believe in like higher powers and stuff myself. I'll always tell you, but that is like a really spooky when that stuff happens, and that's saying like we're doubling down here. Like you made a decision, like stick to your guns, right? Like I say, if this person is an ex, they're in the past, leave them in the past, right? If this is a person you're walking away from, you're deciding like, you know what, this relationship can't be repaired. This job is dead end and I'm going for something better. This is saying stick to it, right? Like, so that's awesome. Clarifying the Eight of Cups, we got the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is someone reaching out, trying to communicate with you, right? Page of Swords are like kind of in that initial phase. Their heads are kind of in the clouds, as you can sort of see here. It's not the best picture, but well, it's actually really good art, but the clouds aren't so distinct. But here, it could be this, like I said, if this was an ex from the past, they're trying to communicate with you. They're like, hey, you know what? I messed up a good thing and I really want to be with you. And you know what? It's too little too late, right? Like, just, you're walking away. Like, you're like, yeah, you realized you missed out because I'm awesome. Like, you should have realized that before. But guess what? We're done here. You missed the boat. You missed your chance. You didn't commit when I wanted to. And guess what? I know that I don't want someone like you anymore. I want someone that wants to commit, who wants to be, you know, everything I want right out of the gates, right? So I like that. That's awesome. Clarifying the Three of Swords, we got the Death card. So this could be Scorpio. It could be you have Scorpio in your chart, or you might be dealing with a Scorpio at this time. If you are, let me know in the comments below. But the Scorpio card, the Death card, is saying that change, like some sort of cycle is ending. We're getting some sort of a change here, which is interesting that we have this here as a change, because after the Judgment card is the World, which is also the end of a cycle as well. So we're moving on to that. So you're cutting this person out, right? You're like, no, I'm not dealing with you anymore, right? You know, you, like, I gave you your chance and you said you didn't want to be with me, or you said that you know, you messed up in some way, or something here is irreparable, right? And guess what? Well, if it's not going to be going good now when I gave you this chance, then there are no more second chances. So this is it. So the cycle has ended. We're no longer dealing with this person. So that's awesome. And lastly, clarifying the Eight of Wands, we got the Tower, big old change, right? So some sort of quick change is coming in here. So with the Tower, it's like a change, you know, the Tower is a card of a change that has to happen, right? With this, it's saying, with this clarifying the Eight of Wands here, which is a quick, you know, it's the second fastest card in the deck. The only thing faster is the Chariot. With this is just saying like, hey, you know what? This change was inevitable and we're going to get through it real quick. And I feel like you're ready for that. Like if you accept this, like you accept that this has to happen, like you've decided and you just commit and you pull through and you don't let them kind of lure you back in. Don't let them wind you back in there, Aries. Then the change is going to be over quick. And it's like I say, you know, this particular version of the Tower doesn't have it, but the Rider-Waite version, where they have the two people falling out of the tower, one's jumping out and the other one's being pushed out, right? And I feel like here with the Eight of Wands, with the Tower clarifying that, you're the one that jumped out, right? You're ready to keep going. Like you saw the change coming and you're like, I'm getting ahead of this so that when the change comes, I'm ready and I'm just rolling and I'm moving on. I'm using that momentum from the Tower coming down to push me forward, to push me to my next horizon. So I like that a lot. That's awesome, Aries. So that's all I got for you this week. Hopefully that helps you out. Remember, of course, you can always leave a like down below. You can subscribe, hit the bell icon, and personalize it. You can also share this video with whoever you feel like sharing it with. And of course, you can always check out your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus sign videos, get a full scope of what might be coming for you in the week ahead. But I hope to see you, Aries, in the next video.